Hey, so I put out on Facebook who wants to learn how to make meatzza. So my Uncle Jay, he commented, what is meatzza? So when you're on the ketogenic diet, you can't go to Lenny's, your neighborhood pizzeria, and get a pizza that is ketogenic, basically, okay? So Lenny's is my neighborhood pizzeria, and he's learned that he can put in a tinfoil pan, right? Those little foil pans for to-go orders maybe. He can layer it with cheese and then put all my pizza toppings on and put it in the pizza oven. Well, we can do so much better than that at home, okay? So we're gonna show you two different kinds of crusts today, a beef crust and a chicken crust. And I would, if I were you, I would try both and see which one you like better, okay? So down here on my stone, and I always tell you where I get things, this is my Pampered Chef pizza stone, okay? But more kitchen supply stores, I don't know if Walmart carries one, but more people, you know, other than Pampered Chef carry the stones, but I love my stone. But it's round, so you can even get just a round pizza tray if you want, okay? So right here, I've got Walmart ground chicken. And on the package, before you go, oh, that's disgusting, it contains no preservatives. It contains rosemary as a preservative. And it was farmed here, killed here, and processed here. I made sure of that before I'm gonna ingest it in my body, okay? But this is 1 pound of ground chicken, and it was $2 and change. So we're talking price here. This is not gonna break your bank, okay? So I've got 2 pieces of parchment paper, and this is the frosted ground chicken. And I'm just gonna roll it out. And if you've watched my fathead bread video, you'll see how I'm gonna make a really nice clean edge, okay? So now I've got it rolled out, and see how it's all kind of jagged? I just take this bottom parchment paper and I fold it over, because there I've got it, okay? And it brings it back in, there. Oop, let's get that on there. And I'm gonna bring it on this side too, so I can start making it into more of a circle. Because I started with a square, a circle may be a little hard to get it into, but we're gonna try, okay? So what I'm doing with my rolling pin, I know, did you guys see? I finally remembered when I was at the store to get a rolling pin. I love it. So much easier. And so what you're doing is you're just making sure that it's all level, okay? That's simple. Now I am gonna fold in these and continue to work it just a little bit more so it's more even, okay? I'm gonna bring this over here and then fold that over. Super easy to work with the parchment paper, okay? And making sure that when you go over it with the rolling pin, it's all one thickness, okay? And you just folding it in, gets the crust a little prettier, because we want a pretty crust for everybody, right? Okay, and your rolling pin stays clean, and so do your hands, okay? There, we'll leave it like that. Okay, throw this away. There is our ground chicken. Now this, I didn't season beforehand. This is just the chicken, okay? So I'm gonna season it just a little bit with some salt. I'm using garlic salt, but I'm using very little, because I'm gonna top this with pesto after it comes out of the oven, okay? So I'm gonna take this parchment, and I'm gonna stick it on my cookie sheet, and I'm gonna stick this in the oven at 400 for 10 minutes. All right, so in that goes. Now, we're gonna do the beef one. Okay, now this one I've prepared. Okay, this is grass-fed beef from Costco. And I've got 2 cloves of garlic crushed in here, some red pepper, some oregano, and some Montreal steak seasoning, okay? So it's been sitting for about an hour. That's why it's kind of brown, because I wanted to get everything marinated, okay? And I'm gonna do the exact same process. I'm gonna just start rolling it out. Now, I'm gonna take it off the pizza stone, because it makes it a little easier with the beef to roll it out. Fold it back over. So you're gonna pre-cook your crust. If you're gonna make a cauliflower crust recipe, you also, or a fathead bread recipe for your pizza crust, you also pre-bake those. And so you're gonna pre-bake these at 400 for 10 minutes. Bake your beef and your chicken off, and then bring it out of the oven and dress your pizza, and then stick it back under the broiler. Yeah, just the broiler, because everything's cooked. So you just basically need to brown it and melt your cheese, right? So I'm gonna fold this over, make it look pretty. And so these pizzas each feed 4, okay? Because you've got a pound of meat, of beef, and a pound of chicken. And so everybody gets a 4-ounce cut of the meat, plus all the meat, whatever you put on your toppings, okay? All right, I think this is getting pretty. I'm gonna make it just a little bigger. And with your beef, make sure that you have it in your oven so that the fat does not drip onto your oven. So just know that that can happen, okay? And that's why I put mine on parchment, so the juices will kind of make a little gutter around the parchment as the beef shrinks, okay? Because it is going to shrink as it cooks, okay? Isn't that nice? Okay, into the oven it goes. All right, those cook for 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, we're gonna take them out and we're gonna dress them up. Okay, I'm pulling them out of the oven. I've pulled the chicken one out, and now I'm gonna pull the beef out, and I'm gonna show you what I did with the chicken one, okay? So, as you pull it out, you're gonna notice that there is juice, okay? So just take a kitchen tool and hold the meat and just drain off the juice, okay? That's what I've done with the chicken one already. And I'm just gonna wipe it clean, okay? Then bring it over. I've got my oven gloves. These ones I got at Sur La Table, okay? You can find them probably at every kitchen store. But these are my oven gloves. I love them. I can hold on to the hot stuff longer than just hot pads. Okay. There is your crust, okay? Both of them. So with the chicken one, we're gonna make a pesto chicken and broccoli pizza, okay? And then with the beef one, we're gonna just dress it like we would if we were going to Lenny's, okay? Meat and pepperoni and veggies and cheese. Wonderful, okay? So here we go. Let's start with the chicken one. And I've got some pesto. I buy my pesto. I like Costco's pesto. Make sure when you take the lid off that you stir the olive oil back into the pesto. Okay. I'm gonna get a frosting knife and we're just gonna frost it. Remember, you can always add more, but it's really hard to take away. So with every spoonful you put on, Make sure you spread it until you know you've got it right. Okay, so behind me on the stove, I've already pushed broil and high on my stove. So now the broiler is on high and it's getting all ready. Okay, there we go. Now, cheese. Now I know my sister Susan really likes Parmesan cheese with her pesto. So it really is all depending on what kind of cheese you like. Okay, my Stevie likes mozzarella on his pizzas, so we're gonna put mozzarella down and finish with some parm. Okay, just like you would at the table at Lenny's. Okay, so there's our cheese. Now I've got, so when I go to Costco, I get 2 to 3 rotisserie chickens. They're $5 each at Costco. I bring it home and I take all the meat off the bones and then I boil the bones. You've seen my videos. You know I make my own bone broth with the bones. So for $15, I can get a gallon of bone broth and I can get about 5 or 6 quart-sized freezer bags full of rotisserie chicken. So then it's ready whenever I want to add it to a recipe. Okay, so this is just, what, a cup of the chicken, and I've just chopped it. And I'm gonna put that on top of the cheese and spread it around. And then I'm gonna take broccoli, and I have chopped my broccoli, and this is about 3 cups. There's my broiler saying it's ready to go. So I've lightly steamed my broccoli, not to where it's mushy. It's still got a nice bite to it, but it's not raw. Okay, I'm gonna stick lots of broccoli. Okay, I like a bite, so here comes the red pepper. Just like on the table at your pizzeria. Okay, and some Parmesan cheese. Now, the reason why I bought this, I did check the ingredients and there's nothing bad. But I normally do not buy crap, but our Costco stopped carrying grated parm. They only carry Romano Pecorino. And if you know your Italian cheeses, Romano Pecorino is really pungent. And not that I don't like it, it's just pungent. And for sometimes, you just want that nice, mild taste of parm. So I went ahead and got the Kraft, okay? Nothing wrong with it. And then, you know me, I love my pepper. There. That one is ready for the broiler. So we're gonna stick that under the broiler and then we'll start in on the beef one, okay? Beautiful, isn't it? That is gonna make a great pizza. Here we go. My rack is staying in the same position, middle of the oven. And that's going to broil till everything is yummy and brown on the top because everything in the oven right now is already cooked. Okay, here we go on the beef one. Let me grab a paper towel. Now this is not grease, this is more beef juice. And we really don't want juicy pizza, right? So it's gonna make spreading the sauce a lot easier if you just mop up the juice. Okay. Now you've seen my video where I roast my own tomatoes. So go look that up if you want homemade sauce. Otherwise, look for a low carb pizza sauce and use that. Okay, this is about 1/4 cup. Spread it out. With this, you can take it all the way to the edge if you want to. Okay, that's done. I'm going to go ahead and put spices on the bottom and the top. I like to layer, so I'm gonna put my oregano that is on the table at the pizzeria. I'm gonna put some garlic salt. And some more, just a couple more red pepper. Okay, and then my cheese. And for the sake of ease in the video making, I do use pre-shredded mozzarella. But just know that this has potato starch on it to keep it separated. So if you are potato starch sensitive, grate your own cheese. And then you can grate whatever cheese you want. Okay, mozzarella. And we're gonna start loading on the pizza goodies. We've got pepperoni. Now it's really important not to salad bar this up, okay? We wanna keep it flat on top and not salad bar salad, right? Where we're building Old Baldy. So make sure you're getting it all the way to the outer edge so you keep your pizza flat. You know what I mean. Who hasn't been to a salad bar and they come away with Mount Fuji on their plate? Fuji being the topped with ranch dressing. It looks like snow. All right, we got some bacon. And I just cut this raw and fried it up in pieces so that I didn't have to crumble it, okay? So that's one way to do your bacon. Get it out there. And this is 3 pieces of bacon. It does this pizza upright. And this is our uncured applewood smoked bacon. And then I've got some caramelized onions that I've done in a video before. So this is 2 pucks of my sauteed onions. And be careful with your onions. They are loaded with natural sugars. So not to use too much of it because it could take you out of ketosis. Okay, but that's 2 pucks. And then I'm gonna stick some more broccoli on this one because I had it the other day when I tried this recipe and posted it on Facebook, and I just loved it. This is awesome. We're kind of starting to build up the layers here. And then finish it off with jalapenos, okay? If you don't like jalapenos, don't put them on. But they are yummy. And they help keep you burning that fat away. Okay, even if it's a myth, I don't care. It does it in my body because I believe it does. And the belief system is everything, right? Okay, let me rinse my hands. Towel. Okay, so we're gonna layer it again with the pizzeria tabletop herbs, oregano. I probably won't do red pepper again because it is in the meat itself, the crust, and it's on the sauce. Okay, so we're gonna put a little bit more mozzarella on top. And yes, this is live with the chicken still in the oven and it is not burning, I hope. And then some parm, okay? All right, that is ready. Let's check our chicken pizza. Oh my goodness, that is so awesome. Okay, it has still got some time to go. Yeah, it's still got some time to go. So we will wait for that and then we will put this one under the broiler because they need to go in one at a time. And then we'll show you the finished product. All right, we're ready to pull out the beef one out of the oven, okay? Turn off your oven. Set it on like a towel. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Okay, we've already pulled out the chicken one, and I've cut it into 4s. You can cut it however you want to, okay? But it lifts really easy, okay? So just so you know. And keeping your rack in the middle of the oven, you just broil it on high for 7 to 10 minutes till it's all nice and brown on the top. Pull it out. Again, hold that parchment paper. This is my Pampered Chef pizza cutter. Okay, so you know where I got it. And you're just gonna cut through. Cut it in however many slices you want to slice it. Okay, it slices beautifully, just like any other pizza. So, just so you know, okay? Lifts up beautifully and comes down. So there is Meatzza. You have a chicken crust and you have a beef crust. I would eat these with a fork and a knife. It's important to know a pound of meat, put it down as your crust and bake it at 400 for 10 minutes. And then pull it out and top it however you want to top it. Sauce, white sauce, pesto, barbecue sauce, whatever you want. Put all your toppings on, middle rack still, under the broiler on high for 7 to 10 minutes until it's bubbly and brown. Pull it out, cut it, slice it, enjoy it. And I hope that you will try this. Will you let me know how you like it? And I will put some of the ingredients in the comments so that you know that it's a pound of beef or a pound of ground chicken. But the most important thing is 400 for 10 minutes, broil for 7 to 10 minutes on high once you've topped it, okay? It's that simple. All right, I hope you like it. Will you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Isn't Life Yummy? And like me on Facebook and share so that everybody can know how to make Meatzza. All right, I'll see you soon.